Well, what's happened in the last 24 hours is that Theresa May has been given the green light to start the negotiations process for the Brexit. Therefore, we expect Theresa May to trigger Article 50 probably by the end of March, because in that way she will have skipped the Dutch elections, which are on the 15th of March, and also on the 25th of March is the 60th anniversary of the EU founding treaty.
How has the pound fared against the euro since the vote on June the 23rd? It's actually lost quite a lot of value, hasn't it?
It has. On the 22nd of June, if I remember correctly, sterling euro was trading at 1.3. The day after Brexit happened, it fell down to 1.17, and we are now today looking at 1.14 with further risk on the downside. And that is all created by the uncertainty around Brexit.
So if somebody watching this has a holiday on the horizon, should they be looking to change pounds into euros or maybe dollars at any specific point?
That is a very difficult question to answer, because with all the uncertainty happening right now, that has created a lot of volatility in the currency market, especially in relation to the sterling. Volatility means that it goes up and down a lot. So analysts are expecting sterling euro to fall up to 110, but also it could go up to 118, 120. So my guess would be, if you see it ticking up and it's within a comfortable range for you to exchange, don't wait, because like I said, there is a lot of risk on the downside with all these negotiations going around Brexit.
You've more or less answered it there, but I mean, how is sterling shaping up ahead of the negotiations, and is it likely to settle at either of those two extremes, 1.1 or 1.2?
It is unlikely to settle. There's going to be a lot of up and down during the next 2 years, because it's not only sterling. We need to remember that the euro also has its share of problems. We have the Dutch elections this week, where the leading candidate is a Eurosceptic, who also wants to vote out of the euro. We have the French elections coming in May, with Marine Le Pen, very well known for wanting to leave the euro and would go for what we call now Frexit. And then we also have German elections at the end of the year, and in the midst of this, Italy is also gearing up for its own election process. So the euro isn't without its share of problems, which could mean that the euro could also weaken, which would bring the sterling euro up to 118 or 120, regardless of whether sterling goes down or not. So we need to think about the two countries and the negotiations they're about to start. Mm-hmm. It's been some very interesting few months. I haven't seen so much volatility in sterling euro for a very, very long time. I would say to people, don't panic. Things tend to settle down. When the negotiations happens, we need to keep a close eye. But again, there's a lot of other things that we need to think about. The UK economy, the Eurozone economy. The euro might increase interest rate at some point during the course of the year, probably towards the latter part of the year. The UK inflation is going up, which means the UK should also maybe think about raising interest rate at one point during the year. So all these, you put them in a melting pot, and you're going to see a lot of movement in sterling euro for the foreseeable future.